Hello, hello everyone, BIG44 here, with part 4 of my custom tips and tricks for customizing for folks out there who needs a bit of support on what they're doing if they're starting off. So some of these might not actually be out by the time this video comes out, I'm not too sure, but this guy should be out, and hopefully him. So I've done him, and then this guy here. So I'll start off with Tomahawk. Tomahawk was the idea I had for this was to take a normal looking helicopter's color scheme and then add it into Skyhammer, because Skyhammer is a very excellent Transformer toy. It's just his paint colours slightly drawn down, but not a lot. If anyone has them, you'll know what I mean. But the fact is, this colour scheme allows him to be 100% decent. The colour scheme is slightly, people might think it's kind of Decepticon-like because the reds and the dark colours and the black windshields. But no, he's still supposed to be an Autobot, because I like going for authentic, like the closest I can to real life vehicles, and just try to get my best at doing it. So basically, there's red wires some places, some blues to show some light up points. The missiles have got red in them and a blue sight. The windshield was done in a black Sharpie, and a lighter dark grey put on, and then hand gloss varnish over the actual paint parts, not the Sharpie. That's another thing, never use spray or paint varnish on Sharpied areas, because if you're doing it for this kind of purpose, the likelihood is you're going to get it over, you're going to it won't sit right and it'll look disgusting. So yeah, this colour, the colour of the guy is primary colour. This is war paint, Flames of War. It's a German armour, SP05. I got it for £8. It's lasted really well. Still got probably about half a can of it. So if you live in the UK, you should be able to purchase it. If you want, use the name that I said, you might be able to find it. Moving on, when I'm applying the the red, I take just enough so it looks like there's a droplet on the top of the paintbrush. Never dunk it all the way in, and apply it evenly. The first coat might be a bit translucent, but after that you should start to get a solid colour. I'd say 4 coats, 5 coats maximum before you should stop, because if you make it too thick, if there's areas where they're rubbing, it might take the paint off, which I'll get to later. For a second colour scheme, I took gunmetal and I gave it an extra wash of silver to make it even more metal, because the gunmetal spray I have comes out slightly more grey, more grey than metal. So yeah, so the idea of it is you've got the primary tank grey, German armour grey on top, and then you've got the pinstripe going all the way up to the back and even on the wings. So yeah, robot mode, I kept his parts white because that goes really well with the colour scheme. This really fits into it really nicely. There's a lot of detail on him, and that, so yeah. and inside there I added silver tips to the face for him. That was again a chrome and a light wash of blue metal, blue steel, which came out really nice. I really am enjoying this character, and he'd be a great buy for the person who buys him, because as well the quality on the finish on him is quite decent. There might be some rough parts, but that's only because of the actual toy, because when Hasbro are removing some of the extra parts of plastic, it'll leave a bit of a rough on it, so that's why. When it comes to this, I had the problem of this, but I had to shave that right down. It's still there. It's still definitely there, but you know, I had to, because when this was coming back, it was squashing it, and the blade, I just taped off the grey and washed it, so that was pretty easy. Moving on to Starscream, his weapon was displayed gloss black, kept the parts of his swords metal, added black into the Cybertron lettering, and added red wiring to certain areas. I'll take that off. So there's that. Starscream, he had to wait ages because I was waiting on my spray gun getting replaced, but he's finally done, and I'm pretty happy with him. He's pretty well done. You've got your landing gear done properly, both sides. It's not just one-sided. The main body of him is done with a wash of silver, and then the actual parts of his jet are done in just the grey, and that grey is it's just a grey. It's proper grey. It's not tainted, or it's not different colour. If there is any darker parts, silvery parts, they're being silver washed. The blacks and the reds, you know, it's just like covering stuff you've already know, just apply it thick for the certain parts. And there's some copper, and there's some gold, darker gold. These panels here is gold. Gold kept the windshield same colour, wanted to keep that look. And inside the cockpit, it is painted black, so there is detail. There's detail in it. There is detail in the cockpit. No minifigures or anything. No, I've not got to the point where getting minifigures into them. The head, I like the head. The head's really good. Yeah, I enjoyed doing the head. That was quite fun. For the camo, this was probably that was the last bit I had to do. It was hard. It was, you know, it was really grueling. And don't worry about that. That was something else. You know, it was kind of annoying to do, but you know, it was worth it. And stuff. So yeah, doing it is definitely worth it. I was thinking about doing originally the tattoos, but it was just going to be too hard, so I decided not to. This stuff is called my skull. This is what I used for him. I also have I have lino paper that can be used, but these were non-man-made shapes, so I decided to use my lino. It's very smelly. Whoa! And disrupted. Luckily, these bottles are shaped very hardly, so it doesn't look like it's cracked or anything anywhere. First time I dropped one. So yeah, basically, you want to apply these thin and get your shape done, the first shape, and then come back over it again. and then mask it off with tape. And when you're pulling the tape off, it should come with it pretty easily. Yeah, it comes off pretty easy. It's pretty good. I had to go round the edges. I'll try and get a better part. Had to go round the edges, and it does look like there's a different colour, but I like the way that looks, because on real F22 Raptors, there's the colour, and then there's actually a slight difference between the out rim. It's just to make it, I think it's done that way. I don't know why, but I think it's just to make it look different, camouflage tones and stuff. But that was on the photos I was looking at. I did intentionally try to come out with a smooth line, but it didn't come out totally fine. I would rather use Lionel. Probably I've not used it yet, but I would suggest try use Lionel, because if you can get carbon in the Lionel, you're gonna get a real good turnout. Another thing, be cautious when you're putting the black in to your Starscream, because you'll taint the grey. Because I don't know why, but my grey really sucks up paint. It just absorbs it. I don't know why. I just think it's because it's the stuff it's made out of. It's a dry powder like MX. It just sucks in the paint when it dries. So if you get paint on it, I would smudge it away as fast as you can. And if you get it all over, just my option would be to just respray that part. It'd be cheaper and quicker, and just keep a really firm, straight hand. He was quite hard to do, but he was worth it. So yeah, and I done on the back of him, I made his thrusters stand out as metal, with black indents. So moving on to my final guy. We've got the real Reggie plate. This is how it is. I couldn't do the robot mode one because it was just too hard to do, because I couldn't get that panel off. You know, this panel here, I couldn't get that off, so it's just blank. But if I could have, I would have done it. But I just wasn't going to attempt it normally. The yellow's slightly different from the body, but it definitely is Bumblebee's proper colours. On the armour plating, I just kept it the same, but I outlined it with gunmetal paint. This I taped off and scarred it so I could paint on top of these. Painted it black and then give a light wash of metal. I repainted the inside of that, and it came out a bit closer to the actual windshield. I done a red Sharpie to stand out the Allbot sign. Just black in there. Just a medium to light coat of orange, and I repainted the bumper, and used gloss, quite a bit of gloss to make it stay quite strong, and the lights inside, and some more detail. The painting the yellow, very strong. Take a lot on your paintbrush and apply it finely. It took a few times. I had to strip some of it, I had to score it off to restart, mainly here because it was a large part, and I used my pen to get the straight cuts, so there's no paint on it and it sits just nice. So yeah, and the head, I done a light blue dot on the actual eye to make him look like he has eyeballs, and just, it's Bumblebee head, you do what you do. So yeah, that really covers him, because the yellow was the main thing, and I just sprayed him gloss black, because that's all I have at the moment.